Hello everyone, it's Emily here at Textile Express and we're here today in the dress room to go through some new arrivals. So we've had lots and lots of new dress arrivals recently and they are perfect for this sort of strange period between summer, autumn, and then they'll also take you into winter as well. I'm going to go through the main different types of fabrics that we've had and then also show you some patterns. And I am just going to apologise now because when I was setting all this out, there were no workmen outside and now they're digging up the road. So if there's a little bit of background noise, I do apologise, but persevere and hopefully it'll be worth it. We are going to start off with some really gorgeous lawns that we've had in. So if you're not familiar with cotton lawns, so it's 100% cotton, and lawn is beautifully soft because it's got a really high thread count. So it's really lovely for summer clothing because it's nice and cool, but equally it feels so beautiful against the skin that it's lovely for autumn, winter, for like layering under knits and that sort of thing. So this is a really lovely paisley design that we've got. You'll see it's got a lovely drape to it, even on that small piece that I've just pulled out. And it's just gorgeous colours for autumn, winter, with the sort of black background and then all these rich jewel tones. So that design is called the Pretty Paisley Multi. And like I say, it's 100% cotton and it's a lovely, beautiful, soft cotton lawn. Sticking with the same sort of colour ideas, we've got this really fun disco balls design. Again, it's on this gorgeous cotton lawn base cloth, and we'll just pull a bit up there so you can see the drape on that. So in terms of patterns, I was thinking long sleeve dresses, and we've made this a couple of times before, so you may well be familiar with it if you've been following us for a while, but I just thought they'd be really nice as a Tilly in the Buttons Marnie dress. So it's got the long sleeves and it's just got quite full sleeves that are gathered at the bottom on an elastic band around the, I was going to say bracelet, they are not bracelets, what are they called? Your wrists. A little elasticated band around the wrist, and then you've got the frill option and then also a tuck and pleat option. So a cotton lawn will work really well because you'll get really crisp pleats. You can get a really nice finish with that. There are a couple of other designs on lawns online if you wanted to check them out. If this sort of style or colours perhaps don't suit you, I have got one or two of them down here. So we've got this really gorgeous arts and crafts design, which is in sort of more muted colours. It's got sort of a nice kind of lavender haze sort of colourway to it. And then also, I think these ones are going to be really popular. We've got this really sweet little leaf design, just really easy to wear. I think it makes a really fantastic basic that will go with lots. So yeah, really pretty, like sort of skeleton leaf design. It's called Fallen Leaves Navy. So it's available in this really pretty, it's quite a bright navy colour, and then also in the mustard colour, which I must admit is my favourite, but I am a mustard girl. Not sure that it suits me, but I just really like the colour. If you didn't fancy the dress option of the Marnie, then it is also available as a shirt option. We'll pop a little picture below of the shirt that we made, which was definitely more suitable for summer, I guess, with the print. But like I say, we think these will be really lovely for autumn and winter. So moving away from the cotton lawns now, and we will start to look at some viscoses that we've had in. So first of all, we've got this really gorgeous linen viscose in this beautiful stripe. Really smart. I think it would make an absolutely stunning two-piece. It's got a gorgeous handle to it. It's actually so lovely. It's lovely and soft for dressmaking, but could also be used for curtains and furnishings. Really great sort of charcoal and natural colour to it. Just stunning, really smart. Would make a really nice shirt or blouse, lovely for men's shirts as well. Really great unisex cloth. The pattern that I've chosen for this one is the Esty. If you didn't fancy going all out with the two-piece, then I just think it would make a really great pair of wide leg trousers. If you haven't tried this pattern yet, it's an elasticated waist on the trousers, so it's really simple to sew. The first time I made trousers, I was a little bit scared because in my head they seemed really complicated, but this is honestly very simple. They've got a good long leg length, but equally easy enough to adjust. So yeah, I would probably make a pair of trousers in this, and then perhaps for autumn winter, rather than just having the cropped top like in the coordinate set, maybe pair it with like a black shirt or a really oversized black sweater. Just think that would be a really useful piece that can easily be dressed up or dressed down. We do have some more viscoses in. This is probably the wrong way around to show you guys, so let's just flip it around. So this is the Parrots viscose, and it's a really great design. It's quite subtle because it's monochrome, but how cool is that? So I'm hoping that you can see it there. So it's a really bold parrot design, but I think the monochrome design just stops the design being too overpowering. It's quite subtle, it's very cool. Again, that could be used to make a SC2 piece, would look very cool. Or also like a wilder gown or something like that. I'm imagining long sleeves, almost to the floor dress or skirt. It's a big bold print, so you want something with the opportunity to show off lots of the print, which is why I'm thinking floor length rather than a shorter version. So viscose, if you're not familiar with it, it's one of these like controversial things. It's made from natural fibres, but it's manufactured in a man-made way, if that makes any sense. So it's made from like wood pulp, so it is natural fibres, but then it's treated in a man-made process to create this really gorgeous soft cloth. So lots of people compare it to the feeling of a silk. It's got a beautiful soft drape, as you'll see. It feels lovely and cool against the skin, and it's just a really great cloth for layering up for autumn and winter. It's got such a lovely drape to it that it works really well on long skirts, long trousers, that sort of thing, where you can really show off how floaty and beautiful it is. So this is another viscose that we've had in. It's just got a really subtle, quite broken up floral design. Really pretty, great colours for autumn and winter. It's nice that it's black, but then with a few little pops of colour on it. So that's a really pretty design. Again, that was one of my picks for the SD potentially. If you're not really a fan of the monochrome, then we do also have two iCat viscoses, which are cool. So this is the green colourway, the emerald green, and then also we have it in a blue, which I'm just going to find for you now. So if you like the viscose, you wanted to check out one of our new viscoses, but black just isn't your thing, then these are really nice. The blue's lovely because it's all tone on tone, but it's nice to have the additional pop of the dual colours in the emerald as well. Another pattern that I thought would work really well for a viscose, I've got down here somewhere, sorry, I've got everything tucked away and hidden today, is the Lotta pattern by the Tilly and the Buttons. So we featured this for summer before with a short sleeve version. But the long sleeve version in particular works really well with viscose because of the way that the pattern is cut. So you don't sort of insert the sleeves and the top are all cut as one piece, and then on the long sleeve version you do an insert about here. So that is why viscose lends itself particularly well for the long sleeve version, because you want it to all be very drapey and fluid. And I think this pattern would just look great for autumn and winter. So if you paired it with some tights, boots, throw on a jacket or a sweater over the top, and you're good to go. And it's a really great pattern to take you from day to night. So if you're at work or in the office, and then perhaps you've got drinks or you're meeting up with some friends later, you know, you could quickly change from a chunky sweater to, I don't know, like a black leather jacket or perhaps a trench coat, something like that, to really take it from day to night and dress it up. So all of these viscoses can currently be viewed in our new arrivals, but if you're looking at this video a little bit later on, then check out our viscose or soft drape section to find all of those fabrics. Moving on, we're going to have a look at these cottons. So they are a little bit heavier than the cotton lawns. I would say they're more like a cotton poplin, but we've had some really beautiful designs in. Lots of lovely floral designs here, but we feature the florals so often that I thought I would just pull out a couple of the designs that are just a little bit different for you guys. In terms of pattern for the cottons, I was thinking perhaps the Jamie pajama bottoms. So it's a really great simple make. You've got the not long sleeve, the full leg pajama bottoms, also a short version. I know it's only September, but thinking ahead, these make really lovely Christmas presents. I always think pajamas are a great Christmas present. It's one of those things I don't think you very often want to treat yourself to pajamas, but really, really nice having a new pair of pajamas for Christmas. So the floral designs obviously work really, really well for that. But as I was saying, I wanted to pull out something that was a bit different to show you guys. So this is a more of an abstract design, which we don't have very often. I think we stick to mainly the florals, so it's nice to have something a little bit different. And this is just gorgeous, gorgeous colours for autumn, winter. So it's the paint splodge design. It's still got a really lovely drape, but as you'll see, compared to the cotton lawn, it's a slightly crisper cotton, a slightly heavier cotton. So it does just hang slightly differently, not quite as soft a handle, and it'll have a little bit more structure to it. The dual tones with this sort of aqua blue colour and the rust, I think, sit really, really nicely together. If you wanted an outfit idea on these ones rather than just pajamas, something that you could wear out in the day, then I was thinking perhaps the Marnie. So again, we featured the Marnie. I did pull out the Marnie before. Pulled out this one for the cotton lawns, but the Marnie again would be really, really nice for these cottons too. I think I actually didn't mean to pull it out for the cotton lawns. Sorry guys. But it'll work well for both. So yeah, Marnie is a great pattern for that. So that was the paint splodge design. And then also we've got another really, really funky one, which I think might be my favourite. So it's these sort of rich sorbet colours. And this is called abstract mirror print. So it's a really large design and I've never seen anything quite like it, but it's just a little bit awesome. Let me stand up and show you all. So really, really funky print, really funky colours, and just nice to have something bright and a bit wacky as we get into some gloomier days. So as I say, that's the abstract mirror design. I just thought that was really good fun. So I hope that you've all found that helpful. If there's any questions, just pop them below, then we'll always try and reply to any of your questions or queries. All of these fabrics can currently be found in our new arrivals section, and don't forget you can always order free samples and check out the feel and the handle before you buy. Make sure that the colouring suit you. You know, any queries you've got, as I say, just pop us a question below. You'll also find links to the new arrivals section and to these fabrics below. And if you decide to sew anything in these fabrics, make sure you share it with us on our socials. I hope you've enjoyed me talking through our new arrivals today, and we'll see you again really soon. Thank you, bye.